Well, I guess the neat thing about our journey is that every sort of aspect of it was very planned. Just because we didn't have the means to create a family naturally, like we wanted to be a normal family too.
It was a perfect pregnancy other than heartburn. Heartburn was the killer with Chandler. Like, everything went well.
It was so by the book. I guess you would say perfect.
And the day before Chandler's birthday, we inseminated with Kingsley. And 4 days later, I kid you not, Crystal was like, I swear to God, I'm pregnant and it's different. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I don't know, it's just different.
Kingsley's was always different. We were only in Ontario for the first 6 weeks of the pregnancy, and I think I was in the hospital 3 times. I was just dehydrated, I was sick, I was bleeding. We thought we were losing him a few times. There was always something. I got here, and we hadn't even moved our stuff, and something told me, like, you have to go, like, go to the doctors.
So the condition we found out early on is, I can't even pronounce it properly. It's called an infalicil. So it's basically, there was a rupture in the umbilical cord in which it opened, so right at where his belly button would be, and his large bowel, and I believe his liver had come out. Some babies, if it gets to the point where all their organs come out, then those babies don't make it to birth.
So I was in the hospital 3 times. He tried to escape. He tried to come early.
He tried to come the first time at 26 weeks, again at like 28 weeks, again at 33 weeks, and then finally he was born at 33 and 6. I remember we went into the hospital and Crystal was like, there's something wrong, there's something wrong. Turned out her water had broken the week before, and she had been slowly leaking her water. 15 minutes later, we were in the operating room having a C-section. As soon as he was born, they wrapped him in this bag because of his organs, because it was just a thin layer of skin that was over it. It was right to the incubator, right onto the respirator, right onto all the machines. Like, that was a big surreal moment for me.
We didn't get to hold him until, I think, day 12.
I remember being at home and Crystal calling me to say they're taking him off the respirator. We can hold him for the first time. And it was just so insane that for the first time ever, we got to hold our child. Because at certain points, we were unsure if that would happen.
So there was a membrane around the organs when he was first born, and Kingsley himself had a little layer, just a little like 1-inch sort of nest. They called it a skin nest.
So what they did was they called it the paint and wait. They had put this special dressing over his stomach.
They used that silver benzoate to just dress up that non-skinned portion.
So then with the little round that he had already born with, it just started to close and grow itself. After 67 days in the NICU unit, it was a very long journey.
I've never had such a ferocious group of people on my side.
They literally were amazing people. It was like Kingsley had 150 aunts.
I don't think that we would be where we are today if we weren't in Regina, Saskatchewan. Because of the way that community, the medical people, the people in our lives from this journey, the way that they stand in our corner.
They are there to help your kids. Like, without having those nurses and that equipment from the Regina Hospital, our son would not have made it.
The Hospitals of Regina Foundation played the most crucial role in aiding that extra bit of support.
You can never explain to them what they've given you as a parent, being able to see your child actually make it through life, because in the beginning it was so hard.
If if it wasn't for the people who donate, I don't even know if he would have been born.
And without having those donations, without having that equipment, my son would not be here. My daughter would not have a brother. And we wouldn't have this journey to talk about to help other people.
Thank you for my son's life.